Hey everybody, it's me Nicolette, and depending on what I entitle this video, you'll already know that I am 5 weeks pregnant at the time of this recording. Are you shocked? Because I am. It was not in our immediate 2-year plan to get pregnant right now, but I'm also really happy and excited about this next step in our journey. So how did we get here? Well, when mommy and daddy love each other. But seriously, I was on hormonal birth control for 3 years, and I had an IUD called Skyla, which came up due last August, and so I got it removed. I had the option to reinsert an IUD, but we decided that I was gonna cycle off of hormonal birth control because I felt that it had an impact on my mood. I wanted to just go back to having a normal, regular cycle, and so I did. And we decided that we were going to use natural methods for prevention, which means figuring out when the fertile week was, avoiding doing the baby dance during the fertile week. And we were successful at that for almost an entire year, except for last month. I was tracking using an app called Glow, which I love, and for some reason I stopped using Glow last month. I think I just got really busy. The school year just started, and so I just didn't have time to log in and log, and I wasn't actually paying attention to which days were the fertile days, and so 1 + 1 = 3. And here we are 5 weeks later, and I am pregnant for the first time in my whole entire life. And it's both exhilarating, terrifying, exciting. It's all of the things all at the same time. Baby Mitchell is hopefully gonna be here in June. So I mentioned that we decided that we were going to track my cycles, and a part of the ways that I did that was ovulation prediction kits and also pregnancy tests. So for a few months I tracked my cycles and checked whether or not I was ovulating, which meant whether or not I was fertile, and that helped me to figure out which days in my cycle were my most fertile days and which days then to avoid doing the baby dance. So I had a ton of ovulation predictor kits, OPKs, and home pregnancy tests from the cycle tracking that I did right after I got off of my IUD. How did I find out that I was pregnant? Well, I felt off the day before my period was supposed to be due, and so that morning I decided on a whim, let me just take one of these home pregnancy tests. I have like 50 of them that came in this pack, and they cost maybe 10 to 50 cents each, and so I was like, it won't really matter if I just use one, it won't be a waste of money. And so I did. I dipped the strip into my first morning urine and then went on about my morning chores. I think I went to go feed the cats or something like that, and then when I got back in less than 5 minutes, the strip said that I was pregnant. There were 2 lines on the pregnancy test instead of 1, and it was my first time ever seeing 2 lines, and so I was in shock and awe. Clearly I knew how it happened because it wasn't like we weren't doing the deed. Also, we weren't planning to or trying to get pregnant this cycle. So my app tells me that there's a 1 in 3 chance every month for someone to get pregnant, and I figured that 33% is failing, but I guess this 33% really stuck. I didn't expect it to be positive, so I only dipped 1 test. So then I ran and I got more water and I chugged the whole bottle and then squeezed out the last little droplets of pee and took 2 more of those home pregnancy tests. And although the lines were much more faint because the second sample of the day is way less concentrated than the first, they both read positive. And then I had to go to work. I had a regular work day. I had guest speakers in town. I had community meetings to facilitate. In between my events, I ran to Walmart and I picked up the Clear Blue digital pregnancy tests because they say that they're accurate up to 5 days before the missed period, and I was only a day before, and I was like, I want to go to the name brand pregnancy kit, because what if all of these pregnancy tests happen to be faulty? You're right. But you know, that's what I was thinking at the time. So I went and picked up 2 digital pregnancy tests and then went back to work and spent the day thinking about it. When I got home, Jalil was already home from work, and I snuck into the bathroom and took the pregnancy test. I'd been holding my pee for like an hour at this point. I wanted a very concentrated sample. Hello?
Hello?
Hey. You on the vlog right now. You have anything to say to the people?
Oh, I am? Oh, wow. Yo, what up, people?
I was talking to them about when we, did the baby dance. And how this happened. 33% is still like a good chance of failure. So how did this hit the first time we slit the... this is the first time.
Look, we did a great job then. That's what
we did. I was like, for a whole year.
Bullseye. We are about to be parents, us.
I can't remember where I was in this video before Jalil called, but it was nice to talk to him and get his perspective on it. Oh yeah, I was trying to tell you how I told Jalil. I was unceremonious because I took the test when I took the clear blue digital one and it showed up positive in 3 minutes. I was just like, I'm done. I'm shook and I need to tell somebody. I had been holding the secret for all of about, 8 hours, and it was already weighing so heavily on me. So I was like, hey babe, guess what? And he's like, oh, like, chicken butt. And I was like, babe, I'm being so serious right now. Like, I need to be serious. Like, guess what happened? And I showed him the test, and we just sat there on the couch for a little bit. And I think we're still sitting on the couch metaphorically, because we're like, okay, so what do we do now? So this will serve as my first check-in, and I am 5 weeks pregnant, which means that baby Mitchell is about the size of a red lentil. Last week, baby Mitchell was only the size of a tomato seed, and next week, baby Mitchell will be about the size of a chocolate chip, which is really exciting. I have been having some symptoms. I would describe it as feeling like I have unlimited, unending PMS. So right before my cycle starts, I usually get cramps, and I usually get acne. I have acne. I have quite a few spots brewing that I'm trying to take care of right now, and they're painful and they're pussy, and I also have been extremely crampy. It's intermittent and it's not the heaviest of cramps, but I'm always achy a little bit. I've also felt a lot of fatigue, so I get really tired during the day. I never knew that I had so much energy until I had less of it. And I can't drink coffee, which is usually I can't drink coffee or the black tea that I like, because I'm trying to avoid caffeine. I've also been getting up in the middle of the night, so I have a little bit of insomnia. I also get nauseous if I don't eat or drink, and so I have to constantly snack and drink water. And oftentimes I get a little lightheaded or dizzy, so I'll be having a conversation with someone and I float away a little, which is very weird, but I'm in a group chat with a bunch of other folks on Glow, and other people have reported that as some of their first symptoms, so it's not too weird. Cravings, I'm not really having anything. I'm really enjoying spicy food right now. I'm really not liking sweet food, and strong smells really turn me off, so I really have to be diligent to make sure that the cat litter stays clean, or I just cannot stay in that living room area with them. I am also really bloated. Bloat. So I'm kind of upset about this one because I just bought a bunch of new work pants and they fit me perfectly, but now they're all very snug in the stomach area, and it just looks like I need to go, to the bathroom and take a long siesta in the restroom. I'm not sure when we're going to post this because we have not told anyone yet. As you may already know, a majority of miscarriages happen within the first trimester, and so once you hit that 12-week mark, then you're safe to go. And I am almost halfway there. By the end of next week, I'll be halfway to the end of the first trimester, which is wild. Anyway, I will try not to freak out about it. but we're probably going to tell our folks closer to the start of the second trimester, and so that's not going to happen until December, so we'll probably upload this video in January. Hey, we pregnant. So that's all, folks. We're pregnant. Woo! Accidental misfire. Hello, baby Mitchell. Welcome to this plane of existence. Thank you for choosing me to be the vessel through which you enter this human experience. I can't wait to meet you, and thank you for blessing me with this opportunity to be your mom. Until next time, I'm still Nico.